So how many people have ever heard of the Office of the Ombuds? Okay, some. So our mission is to humanize the workplace. I love that. We are available for faculty, staff, students, and trainees, and we follow the 4 principles of the International Ombuds Association, or the 4 standards of practice. We are confidential. We are a confidential problem resolution center. We don't share who we meet with or what's said without your express permission, and the only exception to that is serious threat of harm to self or others, which is rare but sometimes happens. But mostly that means that if you say something terrible is going on and I want to talk about it with somebody, but I don't want it to go further yet. I don't know if I want to go formal. I don't know if I want to go informal. I don't know if I want to say something. I don't know if I want to say nothing and just handle it internally. But I want to talk to somebody to find out what my options are. That would be us. So that's the confidentiality piece. We're impartial. We don't do investigations to decide who's right or wrong. We don't decide anything for you. It's a very self-determined engagement and a voluntary engagement. If there's a conflict between multiple parties, we are, what I like to say is we're omnipartial. We want everybody to walk out feeling like they got heard and they got their needs met as possible. We're informal, so there are still the formal grievances, the formal processes, the formal evaluative roles. That's all on the record. We're the other side of the aisle. We're the informal, off the record. We shred all of our documents instantly or as soon as we finish working with the group. So my background is 23 years of research at UCSF, where you save everything for 7 years. And the last 7 years, I've been in the Office of the Ombuds, where we shred everything and delete all emails, and it is a pleasure. We are independent. We're not part of HR. We're not part of any investigatory role or process or body. So we really are an off-the-island kind of, I got to talk to somebody, but I don't want anybody else to know kind of place. And we work with people in a couple different ways. We can work one-on-one in consultation and coaching. How might I say this to the staff member who's not performing well? Or, you know, a more senior member of the lab is doing something that's really driving people crazy, and I'd like to talk about how do I say something or bring it up, or do I not bring it up? Or I'm thinking of changing my focus and there's an authorship dispute, but I want to stay on the paper, but I might want to work with another team, and I'd like to think about how I talk about that with people who might be impacted, right? So we can do a lot of sort of exploration just on your own. We can also bring people together in 2 and multiple party mediation. That's covered by the California Evidence Code, can't be used in any other way except for that mediation. And that's a voluntary process on behalf of both parties, or all parties, to say, we think we can do better. Things are not going great, and we think we can do better, and we want to try an informal option. We can work with groups and either responsively, something's going on, there's low morale, there's a lot of turnover, things are feeling fraught, and we'd like the entire group to participate, so we can work in response to something going on in the lab. Or proactively, we can do professional development kinds of coaching on communication skills, conflict management, that sort of thing. So when do faculty members engage with our office? Lots of things. And actually we have our annual report we just released in the past couple of months. And the themes are the same this year that they have been for the past couple of years. Communication, respect and treatment. We do a lot with postdoc PI relationships, super big power imbalance, and super important for people to have a place to go where the playing field is leveled somewhat. You know, as Joan said, we can work with people about authorship disputes, as insofar as it's voluntary, but actually people come to us to say, you know, this postdoc really wants to be first author, and yet we have totally reworked the study, rewritten the paper. That person didn't respond to any of the emails requesting, you know, participation or input, and it was their idea about 1.5 years or 2 years ago, and now they're really angry that they're not first author. Or the other way around, somebody feels like that they're being misrepresented, and they really want to be able to have their voice. So authorship is something we work with a lot. Favoritism. How come my colleague gets to go to conferences and I haven't been sent to anything? Or they get introduced, or their studies get time at the regular lab meetings and my studies don't. So concerns about favoritism, abrasive conduct, all kinds of things that have to do with how do we get along better. And here's the bottom line, is that most folks who are trained in science did not get an equivalent training in people management, team management, group facilitation, all of the kind of skills that, how do I keep my folks motivated? What do I do if two of them aren't getting along with one another and it's having an impact on the whole team? So that's where we come in, to really help augment that skill set so that your science skills and your running of your science skills both come to excellence. We are easy to reach. We travel. The shuttle system is our friend. And so we come to Mission Bay. Our office is at Laurel Heights. We are often at Mount Zion. We're often at General or Parnassus. We have a hoteling space, not a hotel space, but a hoteling space in Parnassus. So we can see you when and where it's convenient for you, and sometimes it's easiest just to Zoom. So we can do that. And I have a table out there. I've got some materials. I've got some materials that I want to highlight on how to be a good supervisor, some best practices, because sometimes people say, you know, I really just want to know, like, what should I be doing? Oh, I'm doing most of these, but these 3 things I'm not. And then something on communication skills. So, and then our annual report. So I'm happy to engage in communication with you. Ta-da, it's lunchtime.